Brilliant. Ashok, it's really great to see you. Now, we first met in, well, I guess 2015 when you were planning that 2017
Right.
Oscar UK tour,
Right.
the very first UK tour.
Yes.
From your point of view, what was that like, that tour?
Yeah, first was that, thank you, Colin. It's nice to see you again after a long time. First was like I was not believe there was no, that it will not happen. It is just talk because it's a big thing for me, Oscar Foundation, and the children and the entire community because to taking children abroad like England, and it was like a dream come true for me and entire community, and I was very excited for this idea, and I just grabbed it, and I wanted to make this possible.
And so we're obviously quite a few years on from that now, and you're still in touch with all those children.
Yes.
So what difference did that tour make to those children, but also to the wider community?
So when we Lucinda and me brainstorm, and then Lucinda came to India. Till that, there was no belief was in a community. But then Lucinda came, and then she explained what preparations she made here, and she talked about the Board Desert School, everything she explained them, and then they were thinking, oh, this is really happening. And then I brought my team here, under 14 team, for 14 of them, like taking them to different school, the way how it functioned. They played matches, they learned many good skills here, educations. They understood the values of education, hard work, and then how they need to support each other, how education will change their life, their family life, and the community. So they grabbed everything, they learned everything what they in these 14 days, and they participate in every activities. Once they went back, they like a star, because nobody was dreaming to go to out of country. And they flied in a plane, came England, and then they were sharing all that. So they become a star. The younger children were like listening them, they were looking from their eyes how it looks like. And they took seriously, they study more, hard work in their study, they completing their education. Some of they have done their in graduation final year, they playing for different clubs, and they also join in our young leader program, and they are now role model, and they are teaching younger kids. Parents wants their children to become like them.
Yeah.
So it's now everyone has got confidence that they can achieve their dream. So that trip 2017, it's completely changed the mindset of the entire community.
Fantastic. And now we're playing another one, and I've moved across here to Ashfold, and I'm really keen for us to get involved, because I think what I realised when I was over at the Bow Desert, when we spent a year in the sort of fundraising and the planning, but also getting to know you and the children even before you came. I think as a head, I really value that opportunity. We do, like all schools, we do lots of different things for charities here and there, sometimes quite small things, even, sometimes slightly larger. But what I really want our children to do is to get that chance to invest in something and to get to know something, and to get to know some of the people, rather than just, oh, here's something we've done, let's move on to the next thing. So it's really exciting to have that chance to work with you again, to get my children. We've seen it, just you being here this morning, just for a few hours, already that sense of excitement around you, but actually more importantly, just around the vision and what you're doing with Oscar.
No, I really enjoyed here Ashfold School. School is very friendly. Children are very friendly. I feel very welcome here, and it's definitely it is very good investment, not just in Oscar children, in yours and your UK school as well, because it's a two-way learning. It's not just one-way learning. When they play on the ground, they participate in activities, so it brings them equal. That both the talent and it's how they value everything. That's also here kids can learn from them. So it's it's very good to see bring them together, and this will be lifelong learning for both the children. So I'm very much looking forward to bring the name under 16 girls team into 2023 here, and I want these girls to be get the same experience. Last year we already done. So this tour is not just tour, it's like a, it's spreading, everyone talks about this, and that is like gives hope in entire community, and that hope I want to be alive in every parent, children, in entire community, and that's why this tour is very important for us. Colin, just wanted to understand from your perspective that, or when Oscar Kids was here, what benefit or what any positive story you have seen in your school and children?
It's a really good question. Back in 2017, it was a huge benefit. I remember the first time that we talked about it, and it seems odd because normally when schools are having a sports tour where they're raising money, they're raising it for themselves to go overseas. Right. So to have that completely flipped on its head was quite amazing, that we were raising money to support someone else to come to see us for a tour. But the real benefit I felt came that we were investing in a charity for the longer term. Yes. I think schools like us, we all do lots of great things for different charities, some local, some national, some international, but we tend to do something maybe for a year at most and then move on. I think for me as a head, I really want our children to properly invest in something and understand what they're doing and see the longer term consequences, and just get to know some of the people as well, rather than just thinking, I've ticked that box and I can move on. I really saw that last time, not just in the fundraising, but also in the relationship building. And it's a really important part. I mean, my dream as a head is that many of my children will go on to maybe work in the charitable sector, but even if they don't, to really have that sense of charity as part of who they are, not just something they might or might not do, but a real part of who they are. And being involved with Oscar, such an important charity giving hope to other children, was phenomenal. So we get, I mean, it sounds odd, but I feel, get as much benefit as your children do.
So what a great thought you have, Colin, and I want everyone to be think like you. And yes, charity is not just giving one time. It to bring change, it takes time and long term to do investment. It's a great thought you have. Thank you so much, Colin.
Thanks, Ashok.